Welcome in, Cameron. How you doing?
All good, man. All good.
Fantastic, bro. I believe you've been speaking to Michael in the DMs. Hopefully, he didn't bore you too much.
Yeah. I've been helping out with them.
Yeah. He should have sent you over some videos and resources to go through before this call. Did you manage to go through those?
Yeah, I was able to.
Fantastic. Did you find any of those helpful?
Gave some good insight.
Interesting. In what way did it help you specifically, or the insights?
Um, just like how he went from like how he scaled up his and like it just gave like the practical steps and like the actual blueprint. So that was kind of helpful.
And that just made the entire process seem more clear to you and more doable.
Yeah.
100% fantastic. Well, when it comes to e-commerce, what are you looking to achieve specifically?
Um. So I know like I'm in university right now, so it's just a case.
Mm,
I don't really have a clear income, so bro, I just wanna like I've been seeing on YouTube and stuff like people getting to 10K a month, bro. Like, I just because I feel like I'm a hardworking person, I just want to work hard on something that'll help me get to 10K a month.
10K a month.
Yeah.
Okay, you said you're at uni right now, so are you working in a part-time job?
No.
No. So there's no income right now.
No. I just I just managed to save like when I was working in the summer and stuff.
Okay, interesting. What are you doing at uni right now, out of interest?
I'm doing law.
Law. Okay. Law pays pays decent money. Do you know how much you'd get paid if you carried on in law and got profession in that sector?
Um, Obviously like the, the top is like six-figure income, which is great.
Hmm.
Realistically, coming out of uni though, it'd be like 50, 60 grand. I think I
Right.
started, and I know people doing that. It's just like that's great, but bro, if I can earn money like remote, that would be like sick. Like,
Okay. Well, what's making you want to switch over from law and go remote? What's not serving you with working in law?
um, just like even if I were to like earn good money with law, like because law was more like influenced by my parents. I kind of bought into it like a bit. Like I'm a hard worker, so I do the work and stuff,
Hmm.
and I'll continue to do it. It's just a case of like as I go further, like although I'd be earning good money, like how much freedom do these guys actually have? Like I'd
Right.
rather like if I had something remote, then I could just do that anywhere and still earn a good living. Like that's yeah.
Okay. Earlier you said you kind of just went into law because of your parents. So am I right in saying you don't feel that spark or fulfillment when you're studying law?
Yeah.
Okay. In what way does that show up?
Um, I just like I don't really get a thrill from it. Like I don't really, I just do the work and then it doesn't really, enter my mind. Like it's not something I'm really passionate about. But I guess like with something like this, like online stuff, like I can actually see my progress and that should be like really, really good, cool to see.
Okay. So there's the progress that you can see online.
Mhm.
And what else is it about working online, working in e-commerce that's drawing you in and away from law? You said you'd be able to travel around. That's definitely one thing. There is an initial building phase, of course. It's not going to be free money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what about working in e-commerce is appealing to you to where you're willing to take the risk and go into the online space and leave a, I mean, let's call it as it is. It's a guaranteed career in law. What's making you want to do that?
Um, just seeing like other young people do it my age to be honest, just like being young and they actually have that freedom. So, what
Yeah, yeah. That freedom. I mean, what would you do with that freedom?
do you mean?
So if you had that freedom, what would you do?
Travel?
Travel? Okay, absolutely travel. Any new things you'd like to try that you can't do right now? You don't see yourself being able to do if you're in law.
Mostly travel, yeah.
Mostly travel. Okay. And is there 10K a month? Let's say that is be around double you'd be making as a lawyer. As a lawyer, what would having that extra income? What would that allow you to do?
Bro, just like just give you more options. Like I said, I touched on the travel a bit, but I'm someone who wants to give back to his people and stuff. Like I want to be able to
Mm,
pay my mum like 2Gs a month, like when I want to. So just like having that type of option to
yeah.
actually do that and getting a vehicle that actually like, allow me to do that just makes logical.
Mm. Give back to your family.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
100%. Would you say that 10k is enough for you to do that, or would you say you need to actually aim slightly higher? What do you feel?
I reckon 10K. Like I can like help my mama like 1K, 2K a month.
Yeah,
But like I'm an ambitious person, right? So like
yeah, I
once
can tell.
I hit that, appreciate it. Once I hit that, like it's definitely like upwards and onwards and upwards from there. But I just say that's a good good goal to have for now. Like yeah,
I see. So it's a milestone that you want to hit, but actually you're aiming your ideal life is actually looking like you're earning more.
yeah,
Okay, so let's take a look at that. What would that look like? What does your ideal life look like? What's that ideal income for you?
bro. Like I want to be able to touch 1 million in this lifetime, man. Like, I'll be honest.
Yeah, 1 million a month.
Yeah, why not, bro? Why not? Like
Why not? Yeah,
seen, the or knew her brothers. They were doing this ecom, and that's kind of what comes to my mind when I think guys who are killing it in space. They're like,
yeah.
bro, they got bones and blood like me, so I just feel like they know something that I don't right now.
Well, they have to because they're doing something right and it's working, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so get into that 100 million a month. Being in that position, what would that allow you to do?
bro, that's a point where like you can actually influence people and like impact people. I guess especially with the use of social media, like that type of money, you're able to create, personal brand easier and influence people and help people. And when I was younger, I always wanted to be a footballer. I wanted to kind of be
Mm,
known, kind of wanted to live up to the hype. And I guess I just want to do that with a different vehicle, just like be known, be someone who can have impact and influence, but affect people in the right way. And like I said, give back to my people. So, retire my mum, be able
yeah,
to put my mum and dad in a nice house, be able to, treat my sister with stuff she wants to do and stuff like that. Yeah.
100%. You said earlier that it's almost something that you've been thinking of when you were a kid. So
Yeah,
being able to do that, being able to influence people on that level, would that be like a childhood dream come true?
100%. 100%.
100%. Okay. And you said you want to retire your mum, retire your dad.
Yeah,
Is that something that you've been thinking of wanting to do for a while?
bro, like forever.
When you say forever, how long would you say? Since you're a kid, or how you been
I'm
thinking?
I'm 19 now, so
Yeah,
since 8 years old, like
since 8 years old. I
yeah,
guess that's another childhood dream.
yeah,
Quite ambitious when you're young,
yeah, 100%, yeah,
and 100%. I can relate, brother. Yeah, amazing. So again, being in that position where you realize this childhood dream that you've had since you were 8 years old, and being able to retire your parents comfortably and securely, what would that mean to you?
bro. That's just like that'll just give me satisfaction, like contentment, just like stuff like you can't. I struggle to put into words, like making that real, like the vision that I have in my head, and actually like making that real. That's something that's like, wow, man.
It's difficult to describe, but if you were to use one word, what would you say it was?
Like grateful, like I'd have gratitude. I just like, but that's just relieving. Like I'd be content. Yeah,
100%. That's powerful. And you said you also want to give back to your sister. I relate as well. I've got a sister myself. What would that mean to you, knowing that you can do these things for your sister? She doesn't have to worry about money. What would that mean to you?
bro. It just makes me proud. Like it's not even like it's not about the figures in my bank account. It's just about the person I've ultimately become. Like, what
100%.
type of
Yeah.
like the you know, I had to build out the type of character to put myself in that position. So like that just excites me, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And, my sister specifically, like, bro, she's not even into all material stuff, but like, I don't know if it's like an ego thing on my end, just being able to like whatever she wants to do, like even if she wanted to travel to a place and stuff, like just surprise her with that. Yeah.
100%. And can I ask, when you're looking further on down the line, is starting a family in the books for you? Or what does that look like for you?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Definitely. And when you do start a family, am I correct in assuming you want to make sure that your kids? Would you like to have kids as well?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Am I correct in saying? And again, call me out if I'm getting this wrong. Am I correct in saying you want to give your kids that the best education and the best sleep in life?
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
So being in that position where they don't have to worry about education, they don't have to worry about this, that, and the other. What would that mean to you, knowing that you have become the man that can give them these things?
Like, again, bro, out of this world, like proud, satisfied, content, grateful, all those
Yeah.
things, powerful. Yeah.
Okay. And how does that change things from the way they are now?
But they just make them more real. Like, I've got ambition. I've got crazy ambition. At the end of the day, it's like I've got no really results to prove that I'm truthful.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay. So am I correct in saying you have the vision, but you lack the evidence so far? So you're
yeah,
kind of operating from a realm of delusion in order to fuel you to get that evidence in the first place.
yeah.
I understand, 100%. I've been there myself. I completely understand. Well, okay. Well, when we look forward, we look at a version of you in 12 months' time who is earning that 10k a month, that first milestone, and he can set aside 1 to 2k for his mother, take off that stress and that burden. She can buy these nice things with that 1 to 2k. When you're earning that 10k a month, will you also still be in university, or will you just be full time in e-commerce?
No, yeah, I'll drop out of that, and I'll be full time with e-commerce. Yeah,
Yeah. So when you in 12 months' time, when you are earning that 10k and you're full time in e-commerce, and you're applying yourself like you know you can. You're ambitious. I can tell that. You've got the energy, you've got the drive. So when you're in that position, you've got that 10k month, you've got that first piece of evidence, and you proved to yourself that this does work. And you can see further on down the line, you know where this is going if you just stay down this path. You know if you keep on walking down this path, that door of 100 million, the door of 1 million a month is there. All you have to do is walk down that path. Knowing that, what would that moment be worth to you?
prices, bro. That's price. It's like you can't
Priceless.
can't put a price tag on that, man. No.
Yeah, 100%. Well, how long would you say you've actually wanted to make this 10k a month for?
I'd say it's really hit me in the last 6 months. Like, yeah, I've been seeing it a lot on social media, so
Yeah.
it's proper come to like my attention in the last 6 months.
Okay. And in terms of getting to that 10k a month, why hasn't it happened yet?
Um, I just not really like being in a vehicle that will get me there. Like, you know, it's all great wanting to make it, but you have to actually take the steps to make it. I guess I haven't really got someone who's making that amount of money around me, so I don't really know what to do to get there. Like,
Right.
being honest, yeah.
Yeah, it's the guidance. Have you tried anything else in the past, or is e-commerce the one thing that you've been dedicated to?
I've seen a lot of things. I've seen TikTok. I've seen like trading. I've seen these types of things, but I think ecom mainly caught my attention. Yeah.
Okay. Well, looking at all these things, they all work. But the only thing that's going to make it work is it's going to be you. Wouldn't you agree?
Say that again.
If we're looking at all these vehicles, like we look at TikTok Shop, we look at e-commerce, we look at drop shipping, they all work. There's people that's made it work. But what's the one thing that's going to make it work?
Just by committing to one.
100%. So why are you 100% committed to going into e-commerce?
Because you know you got to commit to one. I got to commit to one to like actually start making the money, man. So I just picked e-commerce. Yeah.
100%. Well, there's always going to be that point when you commit to one thing where things get difficult. So when things do get difficult, what do you intend on doing? Because you can always look at another thing when things get difficult, or you can stay the path and
Yeah.
figure things out. Which one do you intend on doing?
No, I'll always be like resilient. I'm a pretty resilient person. When I see a vision for something, like
Yeah,
that vision, and like I'm not really swayed, influenced easily by external
yeah,
ideas, shiny objects or whatnot. I'm pretty
yeah,
persistent on my path.
yeah. And looking back at the last 6 months, where you have been thinking about making that 10K a month, but you know you've got the drive, and you've got the ambition to take yourself there, but you're lacking the vehicle, you're lacking the information. How has that felt for you, knowing that last 6 months you could have been taking steps, but you haven't been moving forward?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't really know. It's just like it feels like I'm being stagnant, and like
Hmm.
just like you said, maybe a bit. If I were to say it like that, then I'll sound a bit deluded. So I just feel like, yeah, definitely time to take action.
Yeah. When you say you feel a bit stagnant, expand on that. What does that really look like in your day-to-day life when you find yourself feeling stagnant?
Or just like wanting things and just not doing anything about it because I have a lack of information. Yeah.
Okay. In those 6 months, what have you really been doing to fix that problem of a lack of information?
Um, Not much really.
Why is that?
Um, I guess like a sense of like comfortability and whatnot. Like
Being comfortable. What's been making you feel comfortable?
probably just like my environment. Like I'm already around people like pushing themselves in uni and whatnot. I just like
Okay.
yeah.
I definitely understand. What's to say? That's to say you throw yourself into e-commerce, but then you find yourself once again battling this situation where you feel comfortable because you're surrounded by people that are not on the same path as you. What would happen then?
Or I just end up doing what they're doing.
Yeah. And when you look back at the last 6 months where you've been operating from this place of comfort because you've allowed yourself to be surrounded by people who aren't aiming at the places you're aiming. They have different goals, different ambitions. Maybe they don't even have goals or ambitions. What have you missed out on in those 6 months? What opportunities have you missed out on?
I guess making like my first steps and actually making like serious on that money, getting to that 10K. Like, perhaps if I
Yeah,
had admit to it, I could have made like who knows what I could have made. Yeah.
who knows? Well, that 6 months is gone now. What else? What else have you missed out on? If you dedicated to yourself for those 6 months, I mean, what would your life look like now?
I'll probably be definitely nearer to my goals.
Yeah, and if we look ahead 3 years from now, and you're still operating with this mindset of surrounding yourself with people who make you feel comfortable. I don't think comfortable is the right word. I'd say complacent is the right word. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Okay, so when you look forward at 3 years and you're still operating from this place of complacency due to the people that you surround yourself with, what does life look like for you then if you keep on doing what you've been doing?
just like every other person, just probably going into some law firm, which I don't really want to do, but I'm kind of doing because I've just been drifting through.
Right. And knowing that if you did commit down to this path, but you didn't. Instead, you just carried on doing what everyone else was doing and you stayed complacent. Really, how would that make you feel in that moment? Knowing there's a version of you that is making 10K a month and can provide these things for his mother. How would that make you feel knowing that you're rejecting that version of yourself?
I should be letting myself down.
Yeah. And is that something that you're willing to settle for and let happen?
No,
Why?
because like when I make these commitments, I'm like I want to be serious about them.
I know you want to, but I mean, I want to be a Premier League football player. I mean, we want things. Is this something that you know you're going to do?
Yeah,
100%. Well, okay. Right now, you've got two paths. You've got the path that you've been going down for the past 6 months. You're looking at things. It's like you're looking through a shopping window, right? You see all these nice things, but you're still operating from a place of complacency. And then you've also got this new path where you stop operating from this place of complacency. There's a sense of urgency to fulfill, quite honestly, mate, your potential. You're not even scratching the surface of what your potential is. And you start moving towards that 10k a month and ultimately towards that 1 million a month where you feel proud, you can retire your parents, you can give back to your sister, you can fulfill your childhood dream. Which path are you choosing here today?
the path is towards my goals.
Why are you choosing this now?
Because it's time to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah, I mean, it's I guess you could say that's been like that for 6 months. So why are you choosing this path right now and drawing the line in the sand right now?
Because if not now, then when?
I mean, you tell me.
No, I need to do this now, otherwise I'll always keep making excuses. So I need to do this now.
Absolutely, I understand. Okay, well, when we look forward into the future, we look at the reality that we want for you and the reality that we don't want. Who's in control of which one comes to fruition?
Myself.
Yeah. And every action that we've taken up until this point, who's been responsible for those changes?
Myself.
Okay, so who has to take responsibility for everything we do to fix this and move forward and get to those 10k months?
Me.
So, well, Cameron, when would be the most appropriate time for you to step into this new identity, of Cameron, the one that is getting to that 10k a month and finally gets over this delusion and levels up, gets this real evidence, is on his way to 1 million a month? When would be the most appropriate time for you to step into this new identity?
No.
100%. Well, based on the conversation that we've had, I know that we can support your vision of first getting to that 10k a month and then getting to that million a month. Would you like me to walk you through how exactly we're going to do that for you?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I do the pitch, this,
Yeah.
that, and the other. Cool. The investment will be 5k, and there's a few ways that we can break that up if needed. What we do next is we get you started with our coach Greg, and then we get you up a personalized plan that works around your schedule, what your goals are, and then we just get you started and we get the ball rolling for you. We're ready to get started if you are. Sound good?
Like now?
Yeah, no.
Oh. Nah, it definitely sounds good and all. I just I can't spend 5k today, bro.
No worries, no worries. 5k is it's definitely a big investment for a uni student as well. Just to make sure that I've done everything on my side on this call, and I've given you all the information. Based on what we've talked about here today, do you feel 100% that our course can get you to those 10k months and get you to the place where you can give back to your mother and you can drop out of university?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Why do you feel this?
I just feel like everything you walked me through makes sense. Like you've got pretty proven methods. So yeah.
Okay. What about the course specifically do you feel can get you to your goal?
I'd say the one-on-one coaching side of things, just having that support from someone who's pushed through the barriers I want to push through is definitely.
Yeah, 100%. And how do you feel that can help you specifically, having that one-on-one mentoring from someone who's been where you want to be? How do you feel that can help you?
it would just like cut the time instead of having to figure it out myself. I'll just have someone there who tell me, and if someone tells me, I'll definitely do it. So,
Yeah, 100%. Well, earlier you said the 5k is a large amount of money.
yeah.
I completely understand. There's no worries. And again, we're not here to take food off of your plate, mate. There's the money is the easy stuff. We can get that sorted. Out of curiosity, if you had the 5k out of the sky right now,
Yeah.
would you go straight into the course or would you just go on holiday to Turkey?
No, I'd do the course. Yeah.
Okay. Why would you go into the course? Because you still need to turn up every single day and invest your time and energy. So why would you do that?
Because it's a commitment I want to make, and if the 5k came out of the sky, then I wouldn't have to like spend the money that I saved up over a long time and stuff.
Yeah. But why would you invest your time and energy?
Because this is the person I want to be. So putting the work and like trading my time and energy for someone who I want to be, definitely worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, in terms of money, again, this is the easy stuff. We can make that work. We're not going to try and bankrupt you here, mate. When it comes to the investment itself, is it a case that you have the full 5k, but it's just scary investing that full 5k? Or is it a case that you don't have the full amount and we just need to break this down into more digestible structure for you?
Oh no, I do have it. It's just like I can't spend that much today. Yeah.
Okay. What's coming up for you that's making you feel like you can't spend that much today? Is it too much of a hit where it genuinely go into how much you can spend on food and rent? Is that the situation for you?
I think I'd be good for food and rent. It's just like I always like to have a certain amount at least in my bank, like so that I can be like comfortable essentially.
Right, a backup amount that if anything goes wrong, you can
Yeah,
fall back onto.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, I completely understand, brother. I'm not here to put you in a dangerous position where if something were to go wrong, you've got no money in the bank to fall back on. So if that is the case, and if you were to invest that full 5k, that would put you in a dangerous position. Would you like us to work out how we can actually break this down for you, where you pay it in a more digestible way, and you always leave some amount in the bank for a rainy day? Would you like us to try and work that out for you?
Yeah. What's kind of the lowest you can go?
The lowest we can go, well, we can break this down into a 2,000 upfront payment, and then we can do £1,000 payment every single month. If we could do that for you, would you be willing to get started today?
I'm not sure about today, bro. I just need like some time to like go and think about the investment specifically. And just, like it's a lot of money, but I haven't really spent that lot of money. So
I
yeah,
see. No, no,
I
no,
don't.
no problem at all. No problem at all. What exactly is coming up for you? It does sound like there's a bit of fear and uncertainty. You said that this is the first time that you spent this kind of money. Is that really what you need some time to think about?
Yeah, mainly. Yeah.
Okay, no problem at all. No problem at all. Can I ask, when you do go away and you go and think about it, what exactly do you think is going to change in that time you go away that's going to convince you to actually go ahead and invest that first 2k?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
If you were to really think about it and you were to look forward, let's say 2, 3 days from now, maybe a week, what exactly is going to change in that time period that's going to give you that certainty and change your emotional state that's going to push you to invest that 2k?
I guess not a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, probably not a lot.
Probably not a lot. So again, you said there's fear, there's a bit of certainty doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
Listen, especially as a uni student investing 2k that you saved up, I can completely understand where you're coming from. I'm actually at university as well. Yeah, so mate, I understand where you're coming from. Do you mind if I share a little bit of perspective with you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. So that fear, that uncertainty that you're feeling because you're doing this for the first time, mate, that's completely normal. Yeah, that's completely normal. I'd be worried if you weren't feeling that fear. I'd be like, is this guy a psychopath or something, or is he taking it seriously? basically what you're telling me is you're taking this seriously. This is real for you, right? That's completely fine. That's completely normal. We've also had clients like this in the past. We've had thousands of successful clients who've worked for us. They've also been in the same position that you have. They've also been in the same position where they knew if they stepped into that new role, that new identity, that they would get to where they wanted to be in terms of where they want to be with e-commerce. But it was the first time that they're going in, right? So they felt that fear, they felt that anxiety, that uncertainty of, oh my God, it's the first time I'm doing this. All of them now are successful. They took that first leap, and now they're making these 20K months, this 30K months, even higher. The one thing that set them apart, the one common denominator is that they understood that fear and anxiety of doing that first investment for the first time, that fear and anxiety would never go away if they put it off. That would always stay there. So that fear, call it emotional energy, they knew there was actually energy to drive them forward, to actually make that decision and to go head on and fully commit, burn the boats behind them, because they knew that is what it would take to get to where they wanted to be, where they could provide these things for themselves and for their family. So, that being said, can I challenge you to do the same thing that thousands of other clients have also done and take that first leap of faith through that fear and anxiety and commit yourself and draw a line in the sand, dedicate yourself to putting in the work to get to where you want to be, those first 10K months and upwards and beyond? Yes or no?
I know, bro. It's scary, man.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, brother. I'll send you up the link. Yes.